welcome to Jenn Jiggles. I am back after a 2-week hiatus and finding out what the hell is wrong with me. And it is the 21st of October 2019. Hi, it's almost Halloween. It's been so Halloweeny in my house. Oh my god, it's on Halloweeny. So let's get down to the brass tacks. In 2 weeks, I have lost only 1.8 pounds, but that's better than a poke in the eye with a hot stick, as far as I'm concerned. We know what's wrong. I have vitamin deficiency across the board. It's blah. I am now, I'm just stuffing vitamins in my face, and I'm eating fruit and veg all the time, and yeah. So this is what I'm drinking right now. It's Tetley's. Sorry I fucked the box up, but it's called Superfruits Boost with vitamin B6, B12, iron, all that shit is, so it doesn't help your immune system when your vitamin shingy fucking waddy-doo-dah shit's down. So yeah, so drinking it. But I put milk in it. I don't know if you can see that I put milk in it. It's pink and it looks kind of like a very dark strawberry quick. Tastes like strawberry quick too, but there's no calories. So there you go. I have been having a kip every morning for about an hour. If not, I tried to get one after I get a shower in the afternoon before Ian gets home. I am tired. That's why I've been tired. But it's okay for me to have a kip. I was getting scared because I thought I was getting depressed, and I thought I might end up like my brother, which is a terrible thing to say, but he did kill himself, and I didn't know. So, you know, I don't know if that kind of shit runs in the family. I've been told it does, but no, I wasn't depressed. Just fucking tired. So yeah. So all good. Well, not all good because we're still tired, but we're doing something about it. There was some deep cleaning over the last 2 weeks, so I got a bit more exercise than, you know, I would make a point to have. Baseboards, you know, cleaning, like not spring cleaning, autumn cleaning, you know, getting ready for winter. And on Friday, it's all hands on deck outside. The pool still isn't down. Ian and I have to get that pool down and get it dried out. One thing I did tell him I was going to do is I have a bag of regular rice here, so I'm going to perforate some sandwich bags, so in case it's not completely dry when we put it in the bucket that Ian's purchasing after work today, because he can't get it back in the box, that I will be putting bags of rice layered in with the pool to absorb the moisture from that might be left in the pool. I took it didn't really need it, but I hung the solar blanket yesterday. It's been in the basement, so it's dry, but I hung it yesterday just to make sure. And so when I get back on the spring, I think what I'm going to do is use a pressure washer with a little bit of bleach in the holding tank and just give it a good spray. Not sure it needs it, but I'm going to do that anyway. And yeah, so there you go. So yeah, so and then the bottom of the garden is actually going to be destroyed, and where the raised bed is at the bottom of the garden, that's going to be removed in the next few weeks, and all of that is going to be hauled away, and we're planting birch and maple trees in that section, and then in a couple years there will be a summer house place down there if we're still here. What else? There's construction in the kitchen going on starting 1st of November. We're having the door from the kitchen to the front hallway that leads to the front door taken out and have walled up. We're bringing the American refrigerator in, and we're stacking the washer and dryer in the kitchen, so thank God we did not put the new kitchen in. Besides that, been discussions about this, and the floors have to go in first before the new kitchen, so it gives me just a little bit more time to plan, and gives me more time to make sure that we have the principal payment for the house. We can make an additional 10% payment on the principal every year, according to our contract with Halifax, and so we're doing that. So this year it's 6,000 pounds, and so we're able to pay at the end of the year or whenever we want, but at the end of the year we'll be able to pay 6 grand off the principal of the house, which makes me so happy. I can't tell you, because it's just gonna pay it off in no time. And then on with the floors, and then on with the kitchen. One other thing with the house and exercise and things like that, is the patio door downstairs from the dining room, back of the dining room, over to the back of the house onto the back patio broke. Thank God. I know I'm an awful person to say that, but I'm so glad that fucking thing broke because I hated it. It's the weirdest friggin' door ever. Like, you pull the handle and you turn it and you can slide it over. Or you turn it all the way up and it tilts out, and it's a pain in the ass. And yeah, I hated it. It's gross. So I said, okay, we're replacing it. Fine. French doors. Done deal. French doors open into the house, and guess what? I'll be happier. So we're getting the first quote tonight. Next quote from a different company tomorrow night. And then we're going to have that done right away because the door broke and now we can't use it. And Blossom can't go out there during the day when I'm too busy to run around outside. So, plus there's no point in taking her out in this weather because it's pissing down today. So yeah, so that's that. But other than that, it's been deep cleaning. My regimented exercise, yes, but a little bit of extra as well. And yep, I'm sleeping. And yes, I'm taking everything I'm supposed to take to make myself better. I still have a bit of the cold if you can't hear me sniffing, but my chest is a lot better. The only thing I have left is the sniffing and the dizziness and sinus headaches, but that's autumn. All the leaves are changing now, so it's very... No, it's not like home. It's not like where you live, Kim, where you get really bright colors. You don't get that here because we don't get that hard frost like you get at home. But, I mean, some trees do, some trees don't, but it's mostly golds and yellows here. And I don't mean orange gold, I mean like, you know, goldenrod gold. It's very sort of toned down dull. But that's okay, it's autumn and I love autumn, so there you go. I'm very much looking forward to Thanksgiving. I'm sad that Halloween month's almost over. I always enjoy September, October so much. The decorations and spookiness of this month. Ian's been very patient, and we have been watching a lot of horror flicks and things like that. So I'm getting, you know, getting spooked up for Halloween. And then that'll go away, and then in November, I'll tone it down a little bit. Sort of, I have like movies that I watch month on month. And so November is usually shit. Crazy shit. It's my like crazy shit month where I'll watch the entire series of Harry Potter, or I will watch all the Conans and Conan the Barbarians and all the Terminators. I don't know why. They're not autumnal per se. I just do. It's weird. And I watch Haunted Adventure shit at night. I don't really watch it. I put it on because it makes Ian laugh. He pokes fun at it. And because it's just something spooky on a Friday night, and I just play my game on my iPad. And there you go. Okay, so what do I have left? So pushing forward, I'm still trying. I know it's a year on, and I have not lost that 52 pounds that I said I was going to lose. But you know what? I have lost some, and that's better than this time last year. So way less than I did this time last year. Sorry, gotta drink me tea. Right, so I have some sewing news. We'll do that first. Do you see this? The emptiness of my sewing table. It's a thing to behold. Because guess what got shipped in a box to Somerset this weekend? Thank God. I love my grandchildren so much. But those costumes were brutal. 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 That's an iron burn. I was finishing up the snipping out the crotch on Byron's trousers last week. And, yeah, when I reached over to get the pinking shears off there, they're the gray ones. Here. So if you're watching this and you don't know what pinking shears are, I know you do, Kim. Those are pinking shears, so they make a zigzaggy mark thing on your fabric when you cut them. So anyway, yeah, so I reached to get them. I hit the side of the iron and burnt the bottom of my arm. And it didn't hurt so much, and I thought, oh, what the fuck, whatever, you know. Went and put a little bit of cold water on it, and I came back. And then the next day, I was doing something, and I bumped my arm, and I thought, fuck, that hurts. And then I went, oh, I burned myself yesterday. And then the next day after that, I bumped my arm again and it spurt. And it wasn't like a blister. It was infected and it smelled and it was gross. So I started plastering Neosporin on it and covering it up. So yeah, and now it's actually better than it was when I initially did it, when it started being infected, so it's good. So anyways, they're gone. I love them dearly, but I am so fucking glad those things are done and I can just get back to what I want to do. I sewed up some really shitty, quick trick-or-treat bags to put their stuff in that I bought them at the grocery store this week, but I don't really like them. They're crappy bags and poorly made, but I don't really care. It got rid of the end of that fabric for me. So one's got this for strapping, and then this one has cord, black and orange cord. But see, I didn't even bother to cut the strings off. I didn't even bother to put a hem on that. So yeah, but they're gonna get treats in them. They got color books and glasses and Hershey's and Reese's, and yeah, they're done. Yay. I do have some things already cut in my basket over here. Blossom's crate is gone. She's now sleeping downstairs, so it's opened this room up a bit. But yeah, they're done. I almost feel like, you know, when you finish a quilt top and you're just like, emptiness. That's what I feel like right now. But I gotta sew on something. I gotta do something. And I really want to make another quilt top, but I still haven't sent that girl off to goddamn whatchamacallit thing, because I still haven't gotten the border fabric. I don't know, something comes up every time we want to go there. Anyway, hopefully with, you know, getting some energy back and stuff, that will get sorted. But yeah, I want to make a dress. I want to make some pajamas. I want to do so many things. I'm just not sure which it is right now. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I am going to pause here for a second because I need to run downstairs to grab something that I forgot to bring up that I want to show you. So let me give you a pause and I'll be right back. Hi, sorry. Hi, Blossom. I'm back. So, I guess first things first. I got to messing around with my sewing machine. I'm not even sure you'll be able to see this. But I used the monogramming thing and made a J. I also made some of these swirly things here. Cover your face, woman. See these swirly things? Here. Focus on that. There's the swirly things. Made some of them. Just started messing around with my machine. Without the quilting foot on mine. But I'm using, sorry, that's Blossom. I'm using that for a coaster for my Halloween mug for right now. So, remember that spinning that's up there? Well, on Saturday there was International Rugby on because it's Rugby World Cup. Go Kiwis! All black. Oh yeah. Anyway, I took my spinning wheel downstairs while that was going and I finished off all the blue, all the green. Now I'm into yellow. I've had to split that out because the yellow had some red in it because the next thing is red. So I am nearly done with that spin and I am so forking happy that I'm nearly done with it that I might just get done with this, post it, and start spinning up here. Oh my god, I'm at 14 minutes. Sorry, everybody. Next thing, Halloween socks. These are another thing that I've got going at the moment that I need to finish within the next 4 days. So, that's the second sock. This is the wool that I'm using. I dyed it myself. It's my own shit. There you go. There you go. It's purples and browns and yellows, golds, kind of. Anyway, so this was the first sock and that is done now. It's all done. Done deal. 30 stitches on each needle, knit and magic round, so 60 stitches. Plain stockinette from, oh, I knit mine toe up, by the way. So Jenny's Magic cast on, toe up, German short row heel. Never have to knit on these or sew anything after I'm done. And then I have 75 rows of knit 5, purl 1, ribbing, and then I don't know how many rows here. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 rows of 1 by 1 rib. And the first sock's done. The second sock, I am, whoops, let me turn it right side out. The second sock, I am now working on the ribbing. I think I'm at row 20. 20, so 55 more rows to go. And then the 10 rows of 1 by 1, and this will be done. So I am quite happy, and those will be finished before Halloween, and yeah, then I don't have to think about Halloween socks until next year. So yeah, those are done. Now the other thing I was working on, because as I said many moons ago, I was trying to get rid of all of my stuff, my extra stuff, my fabric scraps and my extra leftover wool and, you know, stuff left from making a pair of socks or sweaters or whatever. So went to the basement and dug this box out of, oops, we'll talk about those in a minute. Hello, my darling dog. How are you? You okay? Oh, I know I love you too. You're such a good girl. I love you so much. I do. Okay, I can't pick you up right now. I'm very sorry. Can you lay down up there? Can you jump up? Jump! Anyway, sorry. So yesterday I got this out. Blossom, I can't pick you up. I'm so sorry, but I'm busy. You wait 1 second. And I got out all of these little bits and bobs of leftover and sample bits of wool from various dyers. Little bits left from mini skeins from my other big blanket, which is up above my head there. And I started making balls. So I already had this Franken ball started. I was already doing this with this. And then I made another ball, which seemed to have gone really fast, and all that's left is this very bright red. And it is very bright. It is that bright. And I thought, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to, here, let me get it. That's the beauty of this thing. I can just keep it in a messy box. So, I think I just, no, I didn't. So I thought, I'm just going to make a giant granny square blanket. I'm just going to keep doing granny square. Round and round and round and round. Until I can't make no more granny square blankets. Okay, this is the right side, I guess. Is it? It most certainly is. So I have started, so I'm using, obviously I'm using double fingering weight. So 2 things of fingering weight together. And I am just crocheting a giant granny square blanket. What do you make of that, baby? Now there's going to be a lot of red for the next few rounds because I got that red ball. But to be honest with you, I'm really liking it. I know it's crazy colors and whatnot, but it's all pretty subdued except for this wild red shit that's going in right now. But that's actually being toned down by the colors that are going in with it. Like that color and the green is toning it down a bit. So anyway, yeah, so what we're doing here, that's not very good. I have to fix that. We're just making big granny square. We're just going to keep going until it's big enough to fit on our bed, or we run out, or my friends stop sending me little bits of leftover minis. And yeah, then I'm going to, there's some hand spun in here as well. And then I'm going to back it with some flannel. And I'm going to use that in my bed, which means we'll probably roast. But that's good, because I shut my heat off at night. But yeah, I'm really proud of this. I'm not even going to lie. Very proud of it, indeed. I'm not a big crocheter. I've never been very good at it. It's very difficult for me to understand crochet patterns and charts and whatnot. So yeah, it's a bit of a struggle for me. So then you saw me pull my Knit Picks interchangeable Majestics out. These are Majestics. They are wood. They are lovely needles. They are lovely. They're good for some things, but not good for others. And I didn't bring it up because I haven't worked on it, but you know that sweater that I was making on my scrap acrylic stuff. Well, I went to pick up the stitches to get the second sleeve done with these little suckers. And one of these fuckers is gone. I can't find it. I looked everywhere. I wouldn't have put it anywhere but with my knitting. I even looked in the footstool in the lounge, living room, downstairs. So, guess what? I had to go buy another set. Pissed me off because these are like 7 pounds a pair. And if I find those, I'll fucking commit carry, I swear to God. But I've got them. So when the socks are done, that sweater's getting finished. And then I have made a promise to myself. Keep this a secret. We're at 21 minutes. I'm so sorry. See. I made a promise to myself that I've only got the back of Ian's sweater left to fucking finish. I have promised myself that that will be done by Christmas Eve and wrapped. So doing that sleeve only took a couple days on that other sweater. So hopefully, with any luck, probably not next week, but week after, I'll be wearing that on this podcast. This weekend, coming Friday, Ian only works half days on Friday because, you know, I guess directors in England don't really have to put the hours in. And that's not Ian. I mean, Ian works really hard when he's there, but, you know, other people, I just don't like it. I think if you're being paid for 40-hour work week, you should work 40 hours, but there you go. That's just me. But Friday, like I said, we're going to do the yard. But Saturday, Joe, Emily, and the boys are coming up for Halloween weekend, and so I won't get any crafting done over the weekend. And I'm not even going to say unfortunately, because fortunately my grandkids are coming, and my son and my daughter-in-law, who's lovely. She's a good girl. And my son's pretty freaking spectacular, and I know I'm his mom, but that is just a fact. And of course my grandkids are my grandkids. But yeah, so there won't be any crafting done. They're staying, I think they're staying Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Going back Tuesday. Pretty sure that's the tall and short of it. So yeah, because Joe and Byron have a pretty spectacular thing going on with them next week. They have been invited on a private tour of Aardman Studios, and if you don't know who Aardman is, well, if you've ever seen Shaun the Sheep, well, there you go. They're going on a private tour. They also had the preview of the new Shaun the Sheep movie. They had red carpet bags, which had the most amazing fucking fun shit in them. Oh my God. And this is all because Joe, who is Byron's dad, and my son, he works at the NHS, and the little girl who is one of the animators at Aardman, her mom works at the NHS, and she and Joe are friends, and Joe helps her out a lot with the IT stuff, and so she does these spectacular things, and her daughter's like, thank you so much for helping my mom out like you do. And then this happened, and I'm happy for him, and Byron's just gonna go ape crap, and I am so jealous that I don't get to go, but I'm so happy that they get to go. So there you go. So off to see Shaun the Sheep, and the last time they got a piece of the set from Early Man, so fingers crossed they might get a little bit of treats or something from this one, because that's a hell of a thing to have, isn't it, really? It is. Right, big bird just flew past my window, scared the shit out of me. So, right, so I will podcast. There goes another fucking bird scaring the shit out of me. I'm going to podcast after they go. I'd probably be Tuesday because I want to get another podcast in before Halloween so I can say Happy Halloween and trick or treat and boo and all that stuff. I don't know what you have planned for Halloween, but my Halloween week after Joe and Emily booger back off to Somerset is 3 days of... So like I said before, I do freaky movie things. And one of the things I do in my Halloween month is I space out the series of Halloween movies, you know, with Michael Myers. So I watch 2 a weekend, then I skip a weekend, and on that weekend I watch Hell House, and I watch Trick or Treat, and I watch Trick now because I just saw it and it was very good. And it was interesting. It wasn't, you know, it's not like Oscar winning shit, but for a horror film it was alright. It was like a detective series horror film. It was really good. Omar Epps is in it. I don't know if you remember him. He was one of House's helpers, doctor helpers, whatever you call them, in the diagnostician thing. He's really good in it, and there's another couple people that are in it that are very good, but it was a very twisty plot at the end. I was so surprised and just went, oh my god. And then couldn't sleep last night because I was scared shitless. And I was scared. I woke up and had turned the light on to go out to the bathroom and turned all the lights on all the way down the hall to go to the toilet. So, chicken shit. And I'm proud of it. But yeah. So, like I said, I spaced them out. And Tuesday is Halloween 3, which is Season of the Witch, which people don't like, but I fucking love it. I think it's the most amazing story ever. It's very creepy and little. And then Wednesday is Halloween Dos. So I go backwards, just so you get it. And you're probably going, why the fuck would you do that? Because Halloween 1 with Jamie Lee Curtis is the best film ever made. I don't care. Anybody can say whatever they want. That's great. Yes, I do really like Gone with the Wind. I do really like Motorcycle Diaries. But for me, that was an incredible feat of magic for not having any money. And Jamie Lee Curtis is excellent in it, as she's in everything else. I love her so much. She's my hero. And she knits, which is amazing. I would love to send her some of my wool. Anyway, yeah. Pretty much just get my stash down, to be honest. Hello, I see you, schnookums. But yeah, so that's the plan next week. And during those days, I will be getting some crafting done. And it will be good. Yeah. Hi, Birdie. Can you say hello? Say, I had a terrible week. I had ulcers in my eyes again. I had to go to the veterinarian. You say hi? Say hi. So, yes. Yes. You're so poor little girl. Don't stick your tongue in my mouth. It's gross. She doesn't really, but she licks my lips. It makes me... Anyway, yes. So, hello, pretty. Don't lick my ear either. That's disgusting as well. Yeah. So, I guess that's it. Now they're taking up nearly half an hour of your precious and valuable time. I think I'm gonna go and spin.